If you've ever thought about doing ayahuasca, thought I'd share with you some of my favorite experiences of using this plant medicine over the years. Hopefully give you a better understanding of what you can expect. The first time I ever tried it was in 2017, and after half a serving, my body told me no more. I had a tremendous amount of inner work and healing to do still before I'd be called back to my second ceremony 3 years later. The one thing that stood out from the first time I ever tried it was the next day, just how much love I had in my heart. It was like I was shown a piece of me that I never knew existed. I quit smoking cigars instantly. The idea of putting something in me that was harmful just seemed ridiculous. I started to fall in love with Mother Nature, started taking more pictures of the fluffy white clouds and bodies of water that just seemed to be beautiful, and just really appreciating the beauty of nature. I didn't have any visuals that time, however, I did feel the presence of ayahuasca standing right in front of me, and I felt a physical poke on my shoulder that moved it back. The second time I used ayahuasca was absolutely mind-blowing. I set the intention to have a visitation from my mom as well. At the time, I was sort of in a situationship, so I invited this girl that I knew spiritually to join the healing to receive some of the benefits. After taking 3 full doses, I was absolutely lit up. I felt electricity flowing through my body, and the next thing I know, I started traveling through this tube through time and space, and it felt as if this journey lasted like 45 minutes. The next thing I knew, I came to this place where I was just immersed in absolute unconditional love. It was unlike anything I ever felt at the time. And I was just basking in this glorious energy. And after some time, I said to ayahuasca, "Thank you for bringing this love to me." And that's when the spirit of ayahuasca said to me, "We didn't bring you any love. We simply showed you the love you have within you." And I was dumbfounded by that. I couldn't believe that this amount of love was actually contained within me. And then I started traveling back through this portal to my body. And when I got there, I felt like I could have lit up the room. I was just like buzzing. The next thing I know, I'm kind of half in my body laying on my yoga mat and half in the astral realm. And that is when the soul of my mom came to me with the soul of my son. And I seen my soul, I was my soul, and we all put our hands around each other in a circle and just had this amazing moment. My mom passed away 3 months before my son was born, and 13 months later, I attempted to take my life because the pain was just so much that I didn't think I could ever heal from it. And so to get that experience was absolutely amazing. After they left, I started coming more into my body, and that person that I had invited in the spirit realm to join me on the ceremony, the soul of this beautiful woman is sitting right beside me, and I couldn't believe my eyes. It was like the energetic version to a T of this woman that I knew. I put my hand on her back and told her she's even beautiful in the spirit realm, and she laughed and then just disappeared. After she went away, I just started to experience so much bliss in my body. It was like an overload, and all these bright green lights and gold lights started flashing around me, and Archangel Raphael came to me, and he started sending these like love bombs to my chest. And I was told that the shaman was picking up on what was going on. He was also sending me these things. And in ceremony, there's a rule, don't speak out loud or touch your neighbor. And when these love bombs were coming to my heart and just erupting, I couldn't help myself. I was like moaning out loud. Like it was such intense ecstasy. I couldn't control myself. I've used ayahuasca 4 times, and the second time was definitely the craziest. The next 2, there was no visuals. It was just intense inward journey, and there was so much healing that came from it. Ayahuasca has been one of the most beautiful plant medicines I've ever used. Every time I take it, it's like I'm getting a big hug from a spiritual mom. It's just life-changing every time. Lots of inner work for months afterwards, and just new insights, and revelations come to you. It's quite amazing. I highly recommend ayahuasca, and if you're gonna attend your first ceremony, I highly recommend you wear all white or light colors. That's all I got. Thanks for watching.